Hello everyone. I hope you're all keeping well and safe and healthy. This flow that I have for you today is what I would be doing on my own regularly, or some variation of this. So it's going to be a little more advanced. I would recommend you have props nearby if you need them, and taking regular breaks whenever you need. So if you are looking for something to do while your boyfriend is playing Minecraft, then try this. Okay, everyone, whenever you are ready, take a seat on your mat, Sukhasana. Now remember to make as much noise as possible. When you arrive on your mat, seated nice and tall, even weight between the sit bones, the hands on the knees. Bring the eyes to close and start to breathe in and out the nose. Bring your attention to the sensation of your breath flowing in through the nostrils, and follow it as it journeys all the way down to the pit of your stomach. And then feel the release with each exhale. Take this opportunity to let go of anything that is not serving you. Allow the breath to naturally deepen and elongate the exhales. Take one more deep inhale, and on the exhale, slowly lower your chin to your chest. Allow the full weight of your head to release down toward the floor. On your next inhale, slowly roll your right ear over to your right shoulder. And release the weight of the head over the shoulder. And on your next exhale, release your chin back to your chest. Following inhale, roll the left ear over to the left shoulder. And on an exhale, release your chin to your chest once again. Inhaling, we lift the head, bring it all the way back. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the chin, bring the head all the way back, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Next inhale, take the head all the way back last time, and exhale, chin back to level with the floor, head back to neutral. Inhaling, we float the arms overhead, palms facing the midline, and reach for the sky, while allowing your arms to release into the sockets. On your next exhale, bend at the elbows, take hold of your opposite elbows, grip into the sides of your arms and pull yourself nice and long. Breathe into the space at the side of the body. On an inhale, we pull the elbows back, find a back bend, and on the exhale, slowly pull the navel in, round through the spine, and take the gaze down. Inhale, pull the elbows back, tilt the pelvis forward, look up. Exhale, draw the navel in, round through the spine, look down, keep the ears between the arms. Inhale, bring the elbows back, lift the chin. Exhale, take the gaze down. Inhale, pull the elbows back to your back bend. Exhale, round to the spine. And inhale, come back up to neutral, extend through the arms. On the exhale, bend at the elbows to cactus arms. Draw the navel in and we twist to our left. So this is different from Parsvakonasana Sukhasana in that you aren't using leverage of your hand on your knee or behind the body. Rather, you're holding yourself in the twisted seated position with the muscles of the core. Next inhale, face forward, lift the arms. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Take hold of the opposite elbows, different forearm on top this time. And again, expand into the side body on the inhale. Next inhale, pull the elbows back, lift the chin, find a back bend. And on the exhale, maybe you have a nice big yawn. Draw the navel in, round through the spine. Keep the ears between the arms. Inhale, slowly pull the elbows back, lift the chin. Exhale, take the gaze down. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, pull the elbows back. Exhale, look down. Next inhale, come back up, extend through the arms. On the exhale, bend at the elbows, cactus arms. We draw the navel in and we twist to our right this time. Once again, sitting nice and tall, head over heart over pelvis, using the muscles of the abdominals to hold us upright and twisted. Inhaling, we face forward, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms face out, bend at the elbows. Try to touch the elbows behind your back. Roll the shoulders a couple times, one direction and then the other. And here I thought it would feel really good to do a seated forward fold, so that's what I did. Walk the hands forward and fold from the hips over the legs. Inhale, gently lift. Exhale, release toward the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift like a wave, and exhale, release even lower. Walk your hands over to the left, so your arms frame the left knee. Maybe we release our forehead onto the left knee. Try not to allow your right sit bone to lift off the floor. Walk the hands back towards center and then over to the right. Frame the right knee with your arms. Maybe we release the forehead to the knee. And then slowly we walk the hands back to center. Inhaling, we lift back up to seated. Extend your legs straight out and flex the toes toward the shins. As we sit in Dandasana, we hold a bit of tension in the lower body. The feet are flexed, the legs are active. Slowly bend at the left knee, draw the left foot up toward the body. Then take the left elbow inside the left knee and take a deep twist, looking over the right shoulder. If it's available to you, you can reach behind with the left arm and then back with the right, and maybe we find a bind. Keep the chin over the right shoulder, keep sitting nice and tall, and try to keep that left knee pulling in toward the midline. Slowly release the hands, and then transition back to Dandasana, both feet straight out. Sitting nice and tall. Slowly bend at the right knee, draw the right foot in close to the body, and then take the right elbow, the inside of the right knee, and the left fingertips behind the body. Now you can stay here, or if you'd like to try and take a bind, reach behind with the right arm and back with the left. Maybe we can hook the fingers. And take the chin over the left shoulder. Slowly come out of the twist the way you came back in. Cross your ankles and mindfully roll over the ankles, come to all fours. Stack the joints, make sure your wrists are going straight down from your shoulders and your knees straight down from your hips. And we'll begin a few rounds of cat-cow, so every inhale, slowly allow the belly to fall toward the floor and lift the chin. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone under, draw the navel up into the spine, and release the crown of the head toward the floor. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, push the floor away, draw the navel up. On the inhale, lift the chin, allow the chest to come forward between the arms. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, exhale, speeding up the pace. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. On the inhale, we return to neutral and we take some side bends. Bumping the hips to one side, looking over the shoulder and then to the other. And just do whatever feels good here, whatever you feel your body needs. As long as your movement is syncing up with your breath, Take any movement that feels good, feels natural. Return to all fours. Inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, press into the tops of the feet and we hover the knees. Really push the floor away and start floating forward and back. Allow the shoulders to drift past the fingers and then back behind the wrists, going further each time until maybe we can extend the legs fully and exhale, bring the hips back toward the heels, knees hovered the whole time. Next exhale, drop the knees as wide as your mat and release the hips toward the feet and the forehead to the floor. Extended child's pose. Allow time for your breath to slow and allow your belly to fill between the knees. Slowly return up to all fours. This time we curl the toes. Inhale to prepare and exhale, hover the knees. On your next exhale, send the knees to the right, hips left, and sit back. Inhale back up through neutral. Exhale, knees left, hips right, sit back. Inhale up, exhale other side. Inhale through center, exhale other side. Keep this rhythm synced with your breath and go at your own pace. We'll go one more and then slowly come back through center and transition to downward facing dog. Allow yourself to rest in down dog while being mindful of your body in space. Checking in with each body part. Everything has a role to play. If you'd like to take a twisted dog, shift your weight into your left arm, reach back to the outside of the left ankle with your right hand and look under your left shoulder. Slowly transition, shift the weight into the right arm and then reach back with the left hand to the outside of the right ankle and look up under the right armpit. Coming back into down dog now. Next, inhale. We slowly ripple forward into high plank. Exhale back into down dog. Really smooth movement. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to dog. Last time, inhale forward. Exhale back. This time when we arrive in plank, we slowly on the exhale lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Let's do this twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Curl the toes. Push back up into downward facing dog. On the inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Take a deep bend in the knees. And this one's all about the spine. Fold over the tops of the legs. Shake the head, yes and no. Make sure the neck is relaxed. And take hold of the opposite elbows. Have a rock from side to side. On your next exhale, release the hands to the floor. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll slowly all the way up to standing. And on the exhale, palms together at the heart center. I promise you that's what I'm doing. There it is. And I'm smiling. Take a couple breaths here in Tadasana just to appreciate the structure, the form, the integrity of our own bodies. On an inhale, gently bend at the knees, reach up, palms together, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Take your vinyasa, either halfway or all the way down. Inhale to your back bend, baby cobra or up dog. And then exhale, lift the hips back into downward facing dog. We'll take about 5 breaths here in down dog. On your next inhale, slowly lift the right leg all the way up, 3-legged dog. Flex the toes toward the shin, angle the little toe down toward the floor so the hips are square to the ground. We'll stay here, just breathing with the right leg lifted. On your next exhale, bend at the knee, shift forward, right knee outside of the right elbow. Inhale back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, come into high plank, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale back up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose and step the right foot forward between the hands. We're going to keep the back heel lifted, preparing for high lunge. Don't rise up just yet. Check on your joint stacking, front knee over front ankle. Keeping the belly to the thigh. Lift the arms, take hold of the opposite elbow. So arms alongside the ears, and we're gripping the opposite elbows. The gaze is straight down. And inhaling, power through that front leg, lift all the way up, high lunge. Tug the right hip back, draw the left hip forward so the hips are square. And maybe we find a gentle back bend, lift the chin, lift the gaze, pull the elbows back. Keep the left leg toned, helping to share the weight. Exhaling, release the arms down by your sides, hands to the hips, and then release the left heel to the floor, toes at a 45-degree angle. The right leg stays exactly the same. Coming into Parsvakonasana, fold forward, release the right hand to the floor inside the right foot. And maybe we take the chin over the left shoulder. We can reach up with the left arm or keep it on the hip. And if a bind is in your practice, feel free to take a bind, reaching under the body with the right arm and behind with the left and hooking the fingers behind the body. And take the chin over the left shoulder. Keep the breath flowing smoothly and with ease. Inhaling, reach the left arm back up, and on the exhale, bring both hands to the floor inside the right foot. If you need to heel toe the right foot to the outside of your mat, do so, and then release the left knee to the floor. Inhale, lift the chin. On the exhale, send the hips back toward the left heel, lengthen through the right leg. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, hips back, flex the right toes toward the face. Inhale, roll forward, sink a little deeper. Exhale, runner's lunge, lengthen through that right leg. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. On your next inhale, come forward. And exhale back. And finally, we arrive in lizard. So next inhale, we stay forward. And maybe release the upper body toward the floor onto the forearms. Inside the right knee. In lizard, try not to let the inside edge of your right foot to lift, but rather keep a bit of pressure on the ball of the right foot. This will help to keep the right knee drawn in toward the midline. Slowly transition back to the hands. Plant both palms, curl the back toes, and lift the back knee. Press through the palms and slowly step back into three-legged dog. Keep the right leg lifted. Inhale forward, three-legged plank. Exhale lower, three-legged up dog. And then exhaling, we push back into three-legged dog and then release the right foot to the floor. It's a three-legged vinyasa. I'll take about 5 breaths in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, slowly float the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Remember to stay square in the hips. Keep the little toe angled down toward the floor. Lift the heel as high as you can. Last inhale. On the exhale, bend at the knee, roll forward, bring the left knee outside the left elbow. Inhale back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Inhale back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and step the left foot forward between the hands, preparing for a high lunge on the left side. So remember, front knee over front ankle, keep the belly to the top of the thigh, and then float the arms, take hold of the opposite elbows. Stay a couple breaths here. And on an inhale, power through that left leg and lift to high lunge. Remember, try and keep the hips square to the top of the mat. Keep pulling the left hip back, drawing the right hip forward, and maybe we find a gentle back bend if it's available to you today. On your next exhale, slowly release your hands to your hips. And release the right heel to the floor, right toes at a 45-degree angle. Fold over the front leg, bring your left hand to the floor inside the left foot, and send the right arm straight up. If a bind is in your practice, feel free to take a bind, reach behind with the right arm, or under with the left, and hook the fingers. Next inhale, reach all the way back up and transition back to high lunge. This is when I realized, oh wait, we went to lizard then. Slowly bring both hands to the floor inside the left foot and release the right knee to the mat. And we'll begin our flow. On your next exhale, lengthen through the left knee and send the hips back. Inhale forward, sink down. Exhale back, flex the left toes toward the face. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale back. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale back, lengthen through that left leg. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And inhaling, we roll forward. Exhale, back and release. On your next inhale, release the left foot to the floor and sink down inside the left knee, possibly coming down onto the forearms. Remember to keep that pressure in the ball of the left foot so we don't allow our left knee to fall out too much. Breathe space into the places that are causing you any discomfort or tension. Slowly transition back to your palms, curl the back toes, lift the back knee, press through the hands, and send the left foot back up to three-legged dog. Inhale forward, three-legged plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, three-legged back bend. Exhale back to three-legged dog, and then slowly release the left foot to the floor. To down dog. Allow the breath to slow and lengthen. We'll just lower our knees to the floor, send the hips back to the heels, and release the forehead to the mat. Take a child's pose. Just one more breath here in child's pose. On your next inhale, slowly lift up to all fours, and we'll gently transition to seated. Have the legs slightly bent in front of you, enough so that it's comfortable for you to lie over your thighs and hold the feet. And now we're going to start to inch the sit bones back, walk the sit bones away from the feet until you feel your belly start to lift off your thighs, and then stop there. And we'll take a few breaths in this forward fold. And maybe after these few breaths, if your hamstrings have lengthened, you can start walking the sit bones a little further back. With each inhale, I float my head up. With each exhale, I release my nose between my knees. On your next inhale, slowly walk the hands back and come up to seated. Make sure you have enough space to roll back. Inhale, lift the arms, and on the exhale, roll one vertebrae at a time down to flat back. Bend at the knees and take the feet as wide as your mat. Bring the arms either straight out in a big T or bent at the elbows, cactus. And then slowly, with control, lower your knees to the left and take the chin over the right shoulder. And it's here we start to cool down. Allow the breath to slow and lengthen. Inhaling, lift the knees back through center. And on the exhale, take the knees to the right and the chin to the left. Tune into the joints, the muscles that we use today. And notice if you are holding or clenching anywhere that is not serving you, that you can let go of. Next inhale, lift the knees back up to center. Draw the knees up into the chest, wrap the arms around. Lift the head, tuck the nose between the knees, rock back and forth in a little ball. And then slowly lengthen one leg and then the other down to the floor and arrive in Shavasana. Take your time to make yourself as comfortable as possible before you come to stillness. And allow your body to return to its resting state. The breath can flow however it wants, and the mind may wander wherever it likes. Just keep reminding yourself not to get stuck on any one thought or idea, and every so often return to your breath. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you need. You can pause the video and continue on for as long as you like. When you're ready to transition out of Shavasana, start to bring gentle movement back into the fingers and the toes. Deepen the breath. And when you're ready, bend at the knees and roll onto your side. We'll stay a couple breaths on our sides. And then keeping the eyes closed, slowly push yourself back up to seated where we began, to Sukhasana. Bring the hands to the knees and take a couple deep cleansing breaths. Slowly bring your palms together in front of your forehead and rest the knuckles of your thumbs off the space between the eyebrows. Take this opportunity to thank yourself for something, anything at all. On an exhale, lower your hands to your heart center and bow your chin to your chest. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.